My name is Lana Yarosh, and I'm an assistant professor at the University of Minnesota. And today I'll be talking to you about one of the major problems in the world today. If you think about what might be the things that contribute most to mortality in the United States, maybe you'll think about things like smoking, cancer, maybe you think about things like obesity, but one of the things you might not think about is social isolation, feeling lonely. But in reality, loneliness is a better predictor of mortality in people over 50 than obesity or smoking. It's actually an epidemic that's affecting our country today. In fact, more than 40% of adults report feeling chronically lonely today. That's an increase of over 20% from the 1980s, when only 20% of people reported feeling lonely. And I think that computer science may have actually had something to do with this. We are designing these systems like Facebook and texting and Snapchat that seem like they're going to work for social isolation, but in reality actually increase the amount of loneliness that people feel. So what I do is I work closely with people in critical contexts to design technology that helps them feel less lonely. The kinds of things I'm looking at are helping parents and kids and families that live apart stay connected. So think military families, divorced families, incarcerated families. I help people in health communities get connected to each other so they can get the help they need. In particularly, I'm looking a lot at communities for recovery from substance use disorders. So think like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. And what I do is I build novel technologies that are based in the needs that people have. In fact, I frequently work closely with people in these communities to actually design these technologies because they're the experts in their experience. Once I build these systems, which can involve things like camera projector systems, cool wearables, online communities, I deploy them and test them in the real world. Because I think that's key. If we want to build systems that help people feel less lonely, that help people feel more socially connected, we've got to not just build them based on our ideas, but also test them in the real world and see if they have the kinds of effects that we think they're going to have. So, of course, I can't talk about each of my technologies in detail here, but I certainly encourage you to check out my website to learn more, lanayarosh.com.